Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I thought I would do more of just like a chit chat video. If you want to see this makeup look, it will be on my YouTube. If it hasn't gone up before, it will go up after this video, and it will also be on my Instagram. What I thought today was, I asked you guys on Instagram, I want to do a little bit of a Q&A. I want to do something where you guys get to know me a little bit and you can ask me whatever you want. So I'm not lying on Instagram when I'm telling you I got hundreds of messages come through, like so many come through, and I'm gonna answer them. So let's sit down and do that now. I've decided that I'm gonna answer a few because we'll be here all day and I don't want this to be too long. But the first question is, have you got a boyfriend? PS, I love you. I love you too, ho. Yes, I do have a boyfriend. I like to keep that a little bit private. I don't like to air that or share that with you guys, just because it's something that I hold close to my heart and it's something that I treasure, you know, and I don't want anything to ruin that. So yes, I do. Okay, so the next question is, what's your favorite thing about being Indian? I love being Indian. Two of my favorite things about being Indian is especially the Bollywood jewelry. I think our jewelry and our Bollywood wear, like for events, weddings, things like that, are so beautiful. If you haven't noticed, I film a lot of Bollywood makeup with jewelry. Like, I just think it's beautiful, and I'm trying to get myself into a little bit more color because that's what Bollywood is all about. I would also say that being Indian, it's got to be the food, hasn't it? It's got to be the food. I love Indian food, but it's so fattening. Like, I've really come to realize how fat, like, I knew it was bad for you, but it is just so bad for you, obviously depending on what you cook, but the majority of it is colored, it's going to stain your teeth, and it's got a lot of ghee in it, and I just love it. It's so nice. Okay, another question is, hi, why do you have no kids? I have no kids because I want to get married. You don't have to get married, but I want to get married, then I want to have kids. Of course I want to have kids. I just don't have kids because right now I'm concentrating on my career and I feel like I'm doing really well. I feel like I'm blossoming and I want to put all my focus into that, and I'm just not ready to have kids yet. I don't think you're ever ready, but I'm not ready. Okay, so the next question is a question that I get asked a lot. It's, where are you from? What's your ethnicity? Where are your parents from? All of that jazz. So I thought I'd just answer it all in one. Where am I from? I'm actually born and raised in Leicester. But when people ask you where are you from, they're usually asking like, what is your background? I am fully Indian. Both my parents are fully Indian. My dad is from India and my mum is from Tanzania in Africa. That's just it. I mean, there is no mix. A lot of people think there's a mix. There's no mix, there's nothing. I'm just fully Indian, Hindu, speak Gujarati, understand Hindi, and that is it. Another question that I've got quite a lot is, if you guys don't know, I'm on a TV show, a makeup TV show at the moment called GLOWUP on BBC One, and you can catch it on BBC iPlayer. I get asked this a lot. When was GLOWUP filmed? GLOWUP was filmed last year in August, September time. So it was filmed 6 months before it aired. We already know who the winner is, but we can't say, and everything's been pre-filmed. I got this question a lot as well, and it is, what was your favourite look on GLOWUP? This is really difficult for me because I think the period of time that GLOWUP was filmed and what I kind of did to myself is put a lot of pressure on myself. I was up really late at night, wasn't sleeping a lot, didn't sleep a lot before I went on the show, and didn't sleep a lot whilst I was there. And I think because I'm quite a stressy, perfectionist person, I wasn't able to create any pieces of work that I was really happy with at all. I would say the next look, so when you're viewing this is going to be episode 7. That's the look that I was the happiest with, and that's the one that I love the most. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, you will. Okay, so the next question is, how do you deal with comments and being on GLOWUP BBC? Now, I assume you mean negative. I've got a lot of questions here saying, how do you deal with a negative criticism coming from GLOWUP? Because I have been receiving a hell of a lot. If you don't follow GLOWUP on Instagram, Twitter, all their social media, you can see a bunch of people always saying I don't deserve to be where I am. I'm not on the same level as the other people on the show. There's just, I won't make it. There's so many things that are so horrible. I won't make it in life. This career path isn't for me. And I'm like, literally like, bitch, I've already made it. Like, are you mad? Like, I'm working hard and I'm working with brands. Like, that's all I've wanted to do. So you can't tell me that I haven't made it. Do you know what I mean? It makes me get really sassy. It kind of puts a fire in my belly. It makes me really mad, actually. How do I deal with them? If I'm honest, I want to say I've always gotten hate because I've always been on social media, but I've always gotten hate in regards to like, oh, your nose is too small. Oh, your teeth are bent. Oh, do you know what I mean? Just your dark circles are really bad. Just stuff like that I can kind of take. And then when it becomes hate or negative comments about my work, I think I didn't really know how to cope. So I cried a bit. I spoke to my mom. I spoke to people that love me and just people around me. And I came to the conclusion that, you know what, people will be opinionated. People have the right to have an opinion, but they feel like they can bash you because you're on TV. And I don't mind people having opinions. I don't mind people being like, oh, I wish she didn't leave and I wish she left instead. Da, 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 da. But I don't like it when it gets personal. Like, oh, she's boring. Oh, she doesn't deserve it. I don't like stuff like that, because I'm just kind of like, you weren't there and you don't understand and you don't really have a right to say. But I've been upset about it. I've cried about it, and it still gets me down. And I think being an influencer, or being whoever we are, like a vlogger, putting yourself out on a social media platform where people can see your work, you've got to grow a thick skin, and it is what it is. It is what it is. And as long as I continue to blossom and I know I'm doing well and I'm doing everything that's making me happy, and I'm working with the brands that I want to work with, and I'm loving my life, then what else matters, you know? Also, if this eye looks weird on camera, is because it just keeps on running. I can't stop it from running. I don't know what it is. It just keeps on pouring. This is another question that I got quite a bit. It was, how is your skin so smooth and acne free? Give me some advice. Now, my skin has always genuinely been quite good to me, but recently, well, I would say for the past couple of months, I've been doing loads of skincare videos on Instagram. You guys have been loving them. I'll leave a link for my Instagram handle down below because I upload a video there every single day. But it's just improved. I look after my skin. I spend time on my skin. I like to cleanse my skin. You'll never find me ever go into bed with makeup on, not a scratch of makeup. It's just, I like to feel squeaky clean, and I think that's why my skin is the way that it is, because I've always looked after it. It's difficult for me to give advice to you guys on acne or things like that, just because, one, I haven't dealt with it, and two, you're probably better off going to influencers that are dealing with it and seeing what they're using, and also going to someone that is the same skin type as you. I feel like that helps, because I do that with makeup and skincare. I go to someone, or I view someone's skincare regime that's got dehydrated, dry skin, and their products that are working for them usually will work for me as well. This is a cute one. It says, how do you take your amazing photos? Thank you so much. I actually just take them on my iPhone. I had the iPhone 7 Plus before this, and I've just upgraded to the iPhone X. All my photos are just taken on the iPhone. I love the back camera, and I like to take them on the Instagram app. I feel like photos are a lot better there as opposed to the camera on your phone. I don't know why that is. It just, the color, everything comes out better when you take it through the Instagram app, with no filters though. The next question is, how tall are you and can you come to Vegas? I would love to meet you. You are my favorite. I would love to come to Vegas. I would love to meet you, and I would love to come to Vegas. It's one of my things on my list, and I will do it. In the next couple of years, I will do it. How tall am I? I am 5 foot. I really struggle being 5 foot. I like being short, but I'm very petite in terms of I'm very short, which means that I want my body or my build to be quite short, but then my boobs are quite big. Like, they're very big. I'm a 34E, and I feel like the bigger your breasts, the bigger you just look naturally. And sometimes I feel like my frame is a little bit disproportionate. No, that's not the right word, but it's not in proportion, and that's what I feel like. So I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm trying to just get slimmer, and I just want to be toned, and I just want to be happy. That's all I'm doing. I'm on the quest to be happy. Next question is, how did you manage to be chosen in GLOWUP? So they actually, from what I know, they put it out there to find contestants, and you'd have to apply, but I didn't apply. I got emailed directly, and someone asked me. There were so many rounds of interviews, like after interview there was group interviews, there was all of this stuff. It was a long process, and I actually got emailed. I got emailed by a woman who asked me if I would be interested in it, and then I went through all the rounds. If I'm honest, right at the start I was like, no, it's not for me, no. And I kind of just went to the interview like let me just try it. Like, I'm not too sure, but let me just try it. And then I ended up getting all the way through, which I'm really, really happy about. And I'm happy that I did it. I think the reason why I was like, it's not for me, is because I was scared. So I'm happy that I let go of my fears and I was like, just do it, just try it, because I was so close. I remember calling my mum the day before we had to move into the house together, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. I was so scared, so nervous, and I was like, I just can't do it. I'm not ready. I can't do it. And she was like, you can't back down now, like, you can't. And then she was like, do you want to leave? Like, do you not want to do this? And I was like, no, I need to do it. So I'm so happy that I like let go of my fear, and that actually helped me. So I would say that you guys should do something, I don't know, once a week, once a month, do something that scares you, because you grow as a person. And I really, really grew from that show. Like, I grew so much, and I learned so much. I learned so much about myself as well. Next question is, would you ever get a pet? I would love a pet. I used to have hamsters. Yeah, I had more than one, like one at a time, because I believe a hamster's life expectancy isn't that long. So I remember having like 3 or 4 hamsters. Would I ever get a pet? I would love a puppy. Like, I'd love a little dog. Like, I just love one. But the thing is, I think that I honestly don't feel like I have the time. Like, I feel like I'm so busy all the time working. Even though I work from home, it would be nice to have a little puppy, but I just wouldn't be able to give it the love and time of day. And I don't want to be selfish and get one because I want one and then not be able to provide it the love that it needs. So I don't know, but when I have a family, I'd love a little dog. Just a small one though, not a big one. The next question is, how do you afford to buy makeup? It gets expensive, sis. It gets expensive, sis. It really does. But I work hard. It's as simple as that. If you want something, say you really want, I don't know, that new designer handbag. Set your mind to that designer handbag. Sell some stuff on Depop. Do this. Run errands for your mum. Do this job. Do that job. Take on other jobs. Work overtime. And then get the bag. Do you know what I mean? That's what I would say anyway. I afford it because I cater to it and that's my job, and also because I do get sent stuff in PR. Like, I can't lie to you guys, I get gifted a lot of stuff because it's my job, but I still go out. I still went and bought some skincare today from Boots because it's my job and that's what I love doing. Then I've got, do you wear coloured contact lenses? If so, where do you get them from? Your eyes are beautiful. Thank you so much. Yes, I wear can't speak today. Coloured contact lenses. These are mesmerized. They're the same contact lenses that I wear in every single video. They're in the shade brown, and you get them from, I can't really tell you guys, the only places that I know that sell them are, like, you know, them Afro-Caribbean hair stores that sell extensions, they sell wigs, they sell glue, they sell shampoos. Them sort of stores in, like, I don't know, maybe your area or an area 2 areas away from you will sell mesmerized. They're the only places that I've found, or you can obviously get them online. The next question, I got this quite a lot, was who did you not get along with, or who were you closest to on GLOWUP? If I'm honest, it was difficult. Well, we were all competition, but you had a fair few of the guys that came in and they were friends already, so it made it really difficult, because when you come in with a group and you're already friends, then you're less likely to kind of mix with others. You do mix with others, but you're less likely, and you've got each other's backs. And that's what it was kind of like. I was closest at the start to Matthew, just because he was my partner in one of the rounds, in one of the interview rounds, and I love him. Like, I think he's so sweet, so nice, and he was the guy that I was closest to, but I wouldn't say I was particularly close to anyone. We're all just good friends, and I feel like we respect each other, but no one, like, I wasn't friends in particular with anyone. Oh, I got this a lot as well. Are you ever going to decide to create your own makeup line in the future? I got that so much. And you know what, if I'm honest, that is one of my dreams. It's difficult because I don't know. Like, I get asked this all the time, is what do you want to do? Like, okay, you do YouTube, you do Instagram, but what do you want to do? Like, do you have like a 5-year goal? And I always feel like it's important to have a goal and have something that you're working towards. However, I'm like so confused because I love working with brands. It's what I want to do, but I also want to think about my future and kind of securing that and working for myself and having my own little baby, you know. And I would love, I think personally, to have a line out that is catered more towards a darker skin, so more towards brown skin, tan skin, my skin color, and deeper, just because I feel like there's a massive gap still in the market for that. I'd love for it to be affordable, and I probably would love to come out with concealers first. The reason being is concealers have always been the bane of my life in terms of getting the right shade for me and my dark circles, and I feel like I'd love to bring something out for that, and also maybe even bring out some skincare for eyes first. You'd start off slow and then I'd probably build it up, but I'd want to bring out something that is about me, you know, that kind of you can link back to why I started it. Okay, so moving on from that, how old are you, baby? I am 28 years old. A lot of people don't think I am, but I am. I'm 28 years old and I've just got a young looking face. Okay, and the last question, I've got so many, but if you want me to do an episode 2, then let me know down below, is how did you move on from your boyfriend's passing away? It's very hard for me. I don't know how you're doing. I'm doing fine now. My partner passed away 3 years ago, and I haven't spoken about it much on my YouTube channel. Let me know if you want me to speak about it much. The only reason being is because when I was going through it all, I didn't want to talk about it much, especially to you guys in terms of air it out, because then it would bring it more to light for me, if that sort of makes sense. I dealt with it with time. I think with anything is time, but I think grieving is the worst. Grieving is so hard. And if I'm honest, let me be really honest with you. I dealt with it by talking to other people. I dealt with it by dating again. I dealt with it in that shape or manner. People may say that, oh no, you moved into it all too quick, but I did what was best for me. The reason being is because I was at an awful state in my life. I was in a really suicidal position, a situation that was really bad. I didn't know how to cope, and my only coping mechanism was to feel loved, was the need of wanting someone to love me, or was the need of being wanted, and it helped me, and that's how I dealt with it. You deal with it how you deal with it. You deal with it by crying, by getting angry, by overworking. You deal with it by grieving. It's up to you with how you deal with it and how your body and your mind lets you cope with it. And I'm completely someone different. I would just say that you don't want to go down a black hole, so to speak. Like, you don't want to just go down and not be able to get yourself out, and that's what I was really scared about. I was really scared that I was going in a direction that I was never going to be able to come back, and I'm so happy that I stayed strong throughout it. I think I had a good support, I had somewhat a good support network around me, which really helped, but I knew that this wasn't the end to me, and that's what really just got me through. And I feel like now we're nearly 3 years down the line, and I'm so much better. I'm really happy with where I am in life, and I still think he's looking out for me. I still think he's there and he's looking down on me, and I think he granted me a lot of my wishes that I wanted when he left, and I honestly believe that. I would also say that I went to see a medium twice, and that sort of helped, and now I'm absolutely fine and I'm happy with my life. Okay guys, so that is it for my Q&A. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you want to see another video answering some more questions and just me sitting down and chit-chatting with you guys, then let me know. I really have fun just getting to know you guys and getting to know your assumptions about me and questions, and I want to answer them all. So let me know if you want to see a part 2. Follow me on Instagram as well, because I upload a video daily there, and I need to go ahead and upload right now, but I upload it daily there. And I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.